My manager kept emailing me past 10 p.m., expecting quick replies, so I started replying to every single one of his emails exactly 24 hours later. His name was Neil Brennan, and he ran the digital team at the ad agency where I worked as an account coordinator. Neil was not a bad boss on paper. He never yelled. He never micromanaged during the day, but somewhere along the way he decided nighttime didn't count as off hours anymore. He'd send emails at 10 p.m., sometimes 11, once at 12:41 a.m. about a font choice for a client deck that wasn't due for 2 weeks. None of it was urgent. None of it needed an answer that night. But there was this unspoken rule on the team. If Neil sent it, you'd seen it, and you were expected to have it handled by the 9 a.m. stand-up. Nobody ever said this out loud. You just learned it the hard way. The way I did after I slept through a midnight email once and got a pointed, "Did you see my note?" in front of the whole team the next morning. I never confronted him. That's not really my style. Instead, I built myself a quiet little system. Every email Neil sent me, I drafted the reply right away. Same night, same hour, whatever it took. I wanted to actually be on top of the work, but I stopped sending the reply the second I finished it. Instead, I set a reminder on my phone and sat on it. Then I sent it exactly 24 hours after his email landed. Not 23 hours, not 25, 24, on the dot. His 11:47 p.m. email about the Q3 projections got my reply at 11:47 p.m. the next night. His Saturday 6 a.m. message about a logo revision got answered Saturday 6 a.m., a full week later, since I don't check email on weekends and neither should he have expected me to. For the first few weeks, nothing happened. My work was always finished and correct, so nobody could say I'd dropped anything. Neil just got used to a weird new rhythm where my answers always came exactly a day after his questions, no matter what time he sent them. Then he started sending things earlier. I think he figured out there was some kind of lag on my end and tried to outplan it. Emails moved from 11 p.m. to 8 p.m., then to 6 p.m., then to right after lunch. I didn't change a thing. 24 hours, every time, no matter when his email came in. By the third month, Neil was practically training himself around my clock without knowing it. He started front-loading his whole week on Monday mornings just so his questions would circle back to him with plenty of runway. It was almost impressive, watching a grown man rearrange his entire schedule around a pattern he never once asked me about. The real payoff came on a Thursday in March. We had a call scheduled for 9 a.m. Friday with Corrigan Outdoor, one of our bigger clients, to walk through a revised campaign budget. Neil needed one number from me, a cost breakdown he wanted folded into his slides. He sent the request at 9:15 p.m. Thursday night, which meant under my rule, my answer would land at 9:15 p.m. Friday, 12 hours after his call. I drafted the numbers that night like always, clean and ready to go, sitting in my drafts folder doing nothing for him. I told myself if he'd asked at any normal hour during the day, he'd have had it in plenty of time. Friday morning came. Neil walked into the client call without the number. He tried to fudge it, gave a vague range, and the client's finance guy pushed back hard, asking why a simple cost breakdown wasn't ready for a call that had been on the calendar for a week. Neil stumbled through an answer that didn't add up, and the call ended with the client asking for a follow-up email, with actual figures this time. Our director, Paula, had sat in on that call. She pulled Neil into her office right after. I wasn't in the room, but half the floor heard her voice through the door, asking him why he was requesting basic figures from his team the night before a client meeting, instead of during business hours like everyone else. Neil sent me my only daytime email ever that afternoon, at 2 p.m., asking if I could start turning things around a little faster going forward. I replied at 2 p.m. the next day, thoroughly, correctly. 24 hours later, same as always. He never brought up the timing again after that. He couldn't, not without admitting the whole system only broke because of when he chose to send things in the first place. It's been 4 months now. Neil sends almost everything before noon. His inbox habits changed completely, and he never once figured out why.